Welcome to episode 47 of the Get Well With Me podcast. I am your host, Adrienne Hart, clinical hypnotist and wellness advocate. Our philosophy here is excellence, not perfection. And together, we explore the benefits of aligning our inner mind with our wellness goals and embrace the idea that happiness is homemade and our life is only as good as our mindset. My intention for this podcast is to inspire, uplift, and empower you on your own unique wellness journey. Please subscribe to this channel on iTunes, Spotify, Castbox, YouTube, or wherever you like to listen. Now let's get into the episode. Hello, my friends. I have a message on my mind, and I decided rather than waiting for another time, I'm going to record it right now while it's on my mind and I happen to be driving. So I've got my fancy headset with me here, and hopefully the audio is going to be more than adequate to kind of share this higher vibration with you. So are you waiting for permission? Are you waiting for someone to tell you that it's okay to do the thing that you want to do or to be the person that you want to be? Can you think of a time in your life where you wanted something, you desired something, you felt that this was it, and you settled for less, or you just settled for something different because it was what someone else wanted for you? So this story came to my mind, and I'm not exactly sure what job. Because I was driving past a bridal shop, and one of my very first jobs when I was a teenager was selling wedding gowns at my beautiful grandmother's bridal shop, Something Old, Something New, in Ocean City, New Jersey, at the seashore. So it was a really cool job because it was fun to meet the brides and their families and help them, try on their dresses and all of those kinds of things. And I love that. I love the whole scene. I'd say it was my favorite job that I had before I kind of started making real money and pursuing a career. So I worked there when I was 15 and 16, and I guess probably when I was 17. And it was cool. One time we even went to New York City. We got to look at the new dresses that were coming out. And, it was fun, but it was a family business. And I felt, welcome, comfortable, and well-loved there. But anyway, so my favorite thing to do was to help brides find the dress of their dreams. It was like, if you've ever seen the show, Say Yes to Your Dress, it was like that. In my mind, it was just as glamorous back then. So one time there was this girl that came in by herself. She got there a little early before her family got there. And she wanted to kind of, I don't know, maybe she was just early. I'm not sure, but she was early. And then later comes the mother and the mother-in-law and the sisters and the whole shebang. So we pick out a few dresses for her. Now, I want you to imagine this girl. She looked like a Disney princess, maybe something like Ariel. She had red hair, but it wasn't red. It was the most beautiful strawberry blonde. And she had this super creamy ivory complexion. And she was beautiful and plain in a really classic way. So we pulled a few dresses. And I would always try to grab different styles, maybe something super poofy. And I would always say, just try so you have something to compare to. Because a lot of times what someone has in their mind is not always the perfect dress for them from my limited experience at the time. So I'd say, hey, let's just grab some fun dresses, something that, you can say no to, something out of the box. So we grabbed a few dresses. We had the poofy dress. We had the sheath, straight, understated dress. And then we had this different dress. And it was different because it just didn't look like any other dresses. It was ivory, and we called it rum pink, which I can't believe I can even remember this. But this rum pink dress, it had beautiful satin flowers. It had 2 layers on the train. One was in the ivory, one was it with like the rum pink under layer. And like when I say rum pink, like just imagine like the most muted pink, like if you were going from a beautiful taupey brown and moving towards a more pinky color. It just complemented the ivory so well. And you know what else it complemented so well? Her skin and her hair. And she stood up on the little pedestal thing, and I loved to spread out the train, and she could see herself on all 3 sides or however many mirrors we had there. And she had her moment. She had her moment. She knew this was totally it. I mean, the way that it fit her and just like everything about it, I didn't even have to say anything. I mean, we were stunned at how beautiful she was in this dress. Like, it was made for her. She really looked like one of those, like the covers of the bridal magazines. It was incredible. So in comes the mom and the mother-in-law and the sisters. Oh boy, they could not get over the fact that this dress wasn't white and everything that went along with that. And I thought, wow, you know, like just wow. So she ended up settling for a beautiful dress, and it was beautiful, but it wasn't the one that she wanted. And I almost can cry for her. I remember when there was so much of me that wanted to just like tell her, it's okay, do what you want to do. But who knows what was playing into her decision. Perhaps she was not the one paying for it. Perhaps she didn't have the self-confidence to just speak up for herself. I don't know what was all going on in her head, but I could feel her feelings, and she was super disappointed that she didn't have permission to wear the dress that was the dress of her dreams. And then she went on to settle for less. I certainly hope she didn't do that in her marriage or any other areas of life, and she probably didn't. I mean, she seemed like a super confident, beautiful young woman, but just to watch somebody just get their kind of like dream stomped on by someone else and to watch them take it, that's the hardest part, right? Like when you see somebody try to do that and then the person sticks up for themselves and is like, all right, thanks for sharing that. I really love the ivory and rum pink dress. And if, you know, you want to assign some type of meaning to it that doesn't apply to me, then, you know, that I can appreciate where you're coming from. But this is the dress that I have chosen, you know? And of course, that takes a lot of, you know, you need to be working from a place that you really believe that you believe that you're worthy and good enough to stand up for yourself, and that you have just as much of a right as anyone else to wear the dress that you want, or choose the career that you want, or to leave the relationship or start the relationship, or to pursue happiness, or to, you know, I'm not saying that all the desires of our heart are pure and that we should chase happiness. What I'm saying is that, like, when you know something is right for you, are you looking for validation and permission? Because I did so much when it came to like coming out with my blog and my healthy lifestyle and my education in hypnosis. I was like, well, I don't know if I want everybody to know all of that about me. You know, like, I don't know that I want to reveal all of who I am to anyone who wants to know about it. You know, and it's okay. It's okay to show up differently for different people. But like, fundamentally, who you are inside, you have to be okay with that. Like, you have to decide that you're worth it. So if this message, I have a feeling it's for you. I have a feeling that there's something that you want to do and you think that other people are going to have a say about it, and that's affecting you. What if they didn't? Let's live our lives that way. We don't always need permission. Now, I'm not saying it's not valid to check in. Check in with your spouse, before you take a new job or whatever. I'm not saying, don't check in. I'm not saying don't look for feedback. What I'm saying is that if there's something inside of you that you want to express and you feel like you're being stifled by what someone else wants for you or someone else expects for you, and you need permission to take the first step or to live that out, I'm giving it to you. I'm giving you that permission. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and wrap up this episode by applying this idea, this concept to our health in particular. Obviously, it applies everywhere. The whole idea that we need permission from someone, or that even worse, we settle for what they want for us instead of what we know is true. I mean, oh my goodness, that just hurts. I'm going to say it again. When we settle for what other people want for us or are projecting on us or expect from us instead of what we know is true and right for us, wow. So where are we doing that with our health? Do you have an aspiration for how good you want to feel? For how good you want to look? For how much energy you want to have? For how long you want to live? Or how much life you want to have in your years? Maybe it's even more specific, like some type of, some people aspire to run a marathon or something like that. I mean, personally, for me, it's about feeling good. It's about feeling good because when you feel good, you look good. When you feel good, you can do everything that you want to do. You can create everything you want to create. You can show up for the people who you love in a bigger and better way. So for me, it's all about feeling good, right? And so to get there, we need to understand that sometimes it's the expectations of the people around us or what they're projecting on us or what they want for us that's holding us back. And it doesn't have to be that way. So if you are thinking about trying a juice fast or switching to non-dairy or leaning towards a plant-based diet or any other variety of healthy options on the rainbow of health, natural health, or whatever you consider feeling good to be, I'm giving you that permission. I am telling you right now, yes, it's okay to buy the different brand in the grocery store. It's okay to be the person in the Zumba class that can't shake their ass. It's okay to, whatever, walk into that gym for the very first time and not know what's going on and just, it might not be for you. Like whatever it is, it might feel so strange. But you know what's the most strange thing is like the ideas that people have for us, or when people tell us, why are you doing that? Or why bother? Or, people telling you to listen to your doctor or don't listen to your doctor. So either way, I'm telling you that you can take control of your life. You can do the medical protocols. You can skip them. It's your life. You can live. You can die. You can try. You can fly. You can fail. You can do what you want. It's your life. So if you're looking for permission, you just got it. Now, addressing the what do we settle for in life that other people want for us? Well, maybe the people in our lives, they want us to have mediocre health because that's what they have. Or maybe they project mediocre to poor health on us because that's all that they know and that's all that they see. And when your family and your friends and your coworkers, when they begin to shame you for making healthy changes, you've been there, guys. Come on. You've been on the diet. You're doing the thing. And then, just have one bite. Or why are you doing that? You look great. Or blah, blah, blah. You know what? Hey, thank you for your feedback. I'll be living my life. I'll be living inside of my body. And if I choose to abuse it, that will be my choice. And if I choose to love it, that will be my choice. And thank you for your feedback. So I hope that that is helpful. And I want you guys to think of that beautiful strawberry blonde girl in that wedding dress and how she put it back on the rack. And to this day, she probably sees photographs of her in a stark white dress that's beautiful, and it's not the one she wanted. So it's your life, and I dare you to choose and claim what you want for all areas of your life, and especially your health. So until next time, I'm sending you lots of love. Stay tuned for a word from our sponsor. Before I go, I want to say thank you for all the love that you've been showing to the podcast with all your listens and reviews. You mean the world to me, and I take your encouragement to heart. This episode was brought to you by Uncommon Knowledge Hypnosis Downloads. My closest friends know that I have a secret weapon for getting what I want, and it's hypnosis audio programs. When I discovered the power of hypnosis recordings more than 20 years ago, they were on cassette tape, and I had to flip them over halfway through. So thankfully, in 2021, it's as simple as clicking play and closing my eyes. Modern technology. Falling asleep at night to a hypnosis program playing in my ears has not only been the key to drifting off easily, but to waking up more rejuvenated. And no doubt, it's by far the fastest way to make any lasting changes in my life. In the past, I've used hypnosis downloads for anti-anxiety, healthy eating, workplace performance, to make me into a morning person, to enjoy cleaning, increase my self-confidence, have the motivation to exercise, and even to make childbirth easier. Yes, hypnosis can do all that, because it's actually you deciding to intentionally reprogram your mind that happens to run your life. And most recently, I noticed that procrastination was causing me to waste precious, non-refundable time. So I went on a quest to find my answer. That's when I discovered the trustworthy and professional team of hypnotists at Uncommon Knowledge. They're based in the UK, and they put ethics first. They even have a 90-day money-back guarantee to prove it. The quality of their hypnosis recordings absolutely speaks for themselves. Thousands of people have experienced immediate and noticeable results from listening to hypnosis downloads, and I am one of those people. So I was over the moon to find out that my podcast would be a perfect fit for a sponsor like Uncommon Knowledge. You might think it's priceless to program your mind for the body and life that you desire, and especially priceless to not even have to pick up the phone and make an appointment, to just simply put on some headphones while you're comfy and cozy in your own recliner at home. But there is a price, and it's far less than you're thinking. For about the same amount as you would spend on your lunch, you can have the tool that you need to free yourself from misery, move towards clarity, so that you can take action. Maybe you want to stop biting your nails or sleep better, or quit smoking, or stop procrastinating. What's your thing? Could now be the time to get out of your own way and hold the door open for yourself? You can do that by checking out the incredible selection of hypnosis downloads. There's a link in the show notes, or you can find it at adriannehart.com. Until next time, much love.